What's up, everyone? It is Diecastbuffet here again, guys. We have a 2018 Brad Keselowski special paint scheme in the studio. Let's go ahead and check it out. All right, folks, here we go with today's Diecast review. A trip back to 2018 with Brad Keselowski's Daytona 500 car. Can we just say how cool of a box design this is? This is really, really sharp, and it matches the paint scheme perfectly. I really like the graphics to it. A lot of detail. Brad K there, team paint scheme. Now, this is the normal discount tire car with a little bit of an extra addition to it. So this one is officially called the Discount Tire Bruce Hall. Is it Hall or Hale? I have no idea how to honestly pronounce the last name, so forgive me for that. I did a little bit of research though, and because I wasn't sure the backstory to this paint scheme. You know, it's 2025. I don't remember all the paint schemes. I didn't even remember this run at the 500. I thought this ran at a different racetrack. Anyways, I think he was the founder or the owner of Discount Tire, and he passed early 2018, so God bless him for that. But they made a paint scheme for it to run at the Daytona 500. Unfortunately, a diecast got made, and I actually didn't do a diecast review of this, so what a good opportunity to do so. And let's go ahead and get this diecast out of the box. And here we go, folks. Brand new diecast out of the box, and one of the more iconic paint schemes of the 2010s, and technically a little bit of maybe 2009, but more or less the 2010s. Whether it was the Nationwide Series or even to the NASCAR Cup Series, long-term partner. And it's kind of crazy to think they don't sponsor him anymore because they're still with Team Penske over there with the number 2 car. So this is a very cool paint scheme. Simple white paint job with kind of a black side two-tone design, which looks really nice. Go over the hood of the diecast. Now the Discount Tire logo is moved to the top of it with the Bruce Hall. Is it Hall or Hale? I don't know. Please forgive me. No disrespect intended. I'm not good at pronouncing names. I really am not. I can barely English, so I'll just keep it in a stack with y'all. So you have Pennzoil there. You have Ford Fusion on the front of the diecast. A little bit of, I don't know if the hair or something there. That's okay. Number 2, you have the red splitters for this Ford Fusion. This was the last year of the Ford Fusion in NASCAR. At least, maybe they bring it back one of these days. But at least for the Gen 6 era, this was the final one. Technically, they still run an ARCA. You know, they still run some of them. So it's still around somewhat, but not in the same capacity. Go to the left side of the diecast. I do feel like there's quite a bit of real estate that's not used on the car. Like right here, there's not really any contingencies. Pretty limited here, and there's nothing right there. So I don't know if Miller Lite was on the car right here. I could be tripping on that because this is back when Brad was sponsored by Miller Lite. But it does look like they left some room for some real estate. Brad Keselowski there. Get your B-post decal. Ford, what is that? PPG, Mazak, something else. You got Auto Trader, SKF. Discount Tire, Alliance Truck Parts, and Snap-on. Goodyear right there. Moog, Mail, what is it? Lincoln Welders, Edelbrock, Mechanics Wear, and K&N. Got your American Ethanol decal there. Go to the back panel of the diecast here, and this is another portion of the paint scheme that is different than the primary. You have be honest, work hard, have fun, be grateful, and pay it forward. That is awesome right there. Got the little Discount Tire logo at the top. Got the Ford badge. And number 2, I like the little stripe at the bottom. It's like a triple stripe. You have the red stripe, a tiny white stripe, and then you have the black, is it really a stripe or is that just part of the actual car itself? But anyways, it's just really simple paint scheme livery that I feel like Discount Tire could run for their entire NASCAR tenure. I mean, they're still around with Austin Cindric in 2025 at the time of this video. You know, they're a Daytona 500 champion, Brickyard champion, Nationwide champion. So I feel like if they were just to keep a paint scheme similar to this their entire stay in NASCAR, I would be 100% okay with it because it is truly one of the most iconic paint schemes of the 2010s because it ran so much, right? Brad ran it in the Nationwide Series, and eventually all the Penske cars were running the Discount Tire car in the Xfinity Series once the Nationwide Xfinity when they still had their program. And then they elevated to the Cup Series, and they still used it. Even Ryan Blaney, yeah, they're a Cup champion technically because they were part of the Ryan Blaney campaign in 2023. Do you have a little bit of I don't know what that is, like grease or glue? I don't know what that is, but that's unfortunate. Got a little bit of a staggered right rear quarter panel there. Go over to the top of the diecast. You have the number 2 there, and there's no roof decal for the sponsor placement. So I don't know if that's, you'd have Miller Lite there, but if memory serves me correct, that there is no roof decal on the Penske cars. They kind of kept it traditional, which low-key I kind of like. So W Penske there. Naturally, there's no front windshield banner, as this is back during the Monster Energy Cup Series era. You do have the rear window banner there. You have Worth on the deck lid, and you have the red spoiler, which I do think is inaccurate. From what I see, the Daytona car had the black spoiler on there, so I don't know if that's something they changed during the week, or that was just maybe the normal discount tire car had it, or they were intending to. Who knows? Sometimes they do forget to change a few things, but regardless, what a cool looking diecast here, fellas. You got a little bit of a bend or something on the shark fin, but I ain't worried about it. What a cool little diecast here. Pick this one up for our good friends at Circle B Diecast. So if you're a Brad K fan, maybe you're a Penske fan, this would be a good diecast to add to your collection. They still have it in stock. This was brand new, by the way, and got it on the low. They got all kinds of great diecasts over there. Tap in, pick up some of them today. I'm going to show you a couple other, some of these diecasts that you might think they're dried up. They're not really available, but check this out. Casey Kane, an EL Mode 2014 patriotic car. Regan Smith Ragu car, yes, still available right now at the time of this video. So go ahead and tap in, get some of those older diecasts, man. Don't sleep on them, I'm telling you. You can get them, and they're like $4, $5 a pop. I mean, really good value for a brand new diecast, so tap in. That's all for now. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I still love this freaking box design. Like, low-key, I didn't realize how good the 2018 box designs looked. Like, I'm trying to look at some of the other box designs from, like, 2018, and the Hendrick one is the same way, where you have, like, Chase Elliott here, and then you have the Hendrick decal there. I was thinking that the half and half was maybe a Team Penske only thing. No, it appears to be kind of uniformed across the teams. One more thing I wanted to show real quick is the bottom of the car, and looking at these 2018 diecasts, here in the 2025, I'm just like, wow, it is so different than the next gen car. I'm so used to just the flat bottom, cup cars. I mean, we still get these with the trucks and the Xfinity, but I mean, wow, it has been a while since we've done a Gen 6 diecast review, and just, that's really interesting how much detail. And when I say detail, I mean, the real cup cars, they're completely flat. So it's not like, let's just cut a corner thing. It's accurate to the real car, because this panel, all these different, suspension parts, they still exist, but they're underneath the tray. So it's kind of fascinating to be able to see that in a 1/64 scale diecast. So that's pretty interesting. Have a blessed one. Like, comment, and subscribe. Diecast Buffet, signing off.